I do understand a play on words, Chuck. Thank you for asking. Do you understand context? I would assume not, because the "it's not that deep" community doesn't seem to have a grasp on the cultural and historical context of the very words used in this campaign. Currently in America, there's a rise of Christian nationalism, reproductive control, and political movements obsessed with purity, racial, genetic, moral. So when a massive brand spends the most money they've ever spent on an ad with this imagery that hinges on the genetic wordplay, if you had any type of media literacy, you would realize that this is a reflection of the current cultural moment. They knew that that messaging is what's going to sell right now because we're seeing the rise of all of these things. But more on that in a second. So they haven't had race mixing ads shoved down our throat for the last 80 years. Okay. Interracial marriage wasn't even federally legalized until 1967. That's 57 years ago. And that was just when it was federally legalized. For it to be commercially accepted, years after. I mean, Jim Crow laws weren't even abolished till the mid-1960s. So were ads with black models and actors being shoved down your throat? Or did they just exist for the first time? The existence of black and brown bodies on your screen is not violence. This rhetoric is. But since we got that out of the way, nobody's criticizing American Eagle for simply casting a white model. The issue is having her explicitly name her features, equating them with her great genes, in a political time when it mimics everything we're seeing culturally. The glorification of traditional femininity, rhetoric about preserving heritage and bloodlines, a president who's endorsed by the Proud Boys and the KKK. We have these far-right influencers who are having major impact on the outcome of elections, pushing white replacement conspiracy theories, and then their ad break on YouTube is Sydney Sweeney talking about her great genes. And let's talk about this comment, which calls out the eugenicist beginnings of Planned Parenthood. Margaret Sanger, the founder of Planned Parenthood, was a eugenicist. Eugenics was not a fringe idea. It shaped immigration law, marriage law, public health policies. You think that ideology is just gone? Racism is embedded in every major American institution. This ad isn't being like, let's bring back eugenics. It's playing off the culture of something that's already here. If Kamala won the election, the ad might have reflected liberal policies. You're right, that's exactly the issue. Under capitalism, American Eagle, like many other brands, will do whatever it takes to promote their bottom dollar. They will take the very communities that they profited off of in spring, summer, and will dispose of them like fast fashion by the time resort wear gets released. During the Black Lives Matter movement, we saw brands take pledges to diversify, not just their ads, but their staff. They changed their profile pics to rainbows, swore off retouching, said they cared about accessibility, but the second political tide shifted, DEI programs were gutted, pride displays were shoved to the corner of the store to make sure this collection of great jeans could continue to take up space. The whole defense of, oh, I don't know, I think they're just trying to sell jeans. It's terrifying because it shows how quickly capitalism will co-sign fascism as long as it's good for business.